Going through a divorce, it can feel like your ex has pretty much taken away everything that you put your blood, sweat, and tears into, everything that you've ever worked your ass off for. But there is one thing that she will never ever be able to take away from you ever again. And that is all of the time, energy, and effort you put into your body in this next chapter in your life. And it's one of the best ways to show her what she's missing out on. Bodygame should be your top priority after a divorce because not only will it help you achieve some of the obvious benefits of feeling better and looking better, but the most important part is that it's going to help you rebuild a loving relationship with yourself. It's going to teach you how to truly love yourself again, especially if you haven't had any love leading up to your divorce, which is definitely the case with me. It's interesting, when I first signed up for my gym membership, when I went through my divorce 5 years ago, I was still living with my ex at the time. We decided to co-parent and cohabitate while living in the same house. I signed up for the gym membership mainly to have an excuse to get away from her so that I didn't have to see her for like an hour and a half. Now, when we did separate, I mean, I was thinking the obvious, like, how am I gonna go back into the dating pool looking like absolute trash? Like, I was so out of shape, overweight, and not only that, I was drinking alcohol, smoking weed, I was smoking cigarettes, not doing all of the right things. And so signing up for a gym membership, I was just glad to have a way to escape my ex for a bit while I worked on myself. And it was tough at first. You know, I wasn't confident going into the weight room. I started off in the cardio room for about 6 weeks, doing intervals on the treadmill just to start losing fat. And as soon as I started to see some progress, I, felt a little bit more confident, started to go back into the weight room and started to do compound exercises as a way to start building muscle. And then from there, my program evolved to now I go 5 days a week and I do isolation every single day of the week, focusing on a different area of the body. But going through that whole process of rebuilding your body and seeing results, it's awesome to see the progress. It's one of those things that, if you're doing personal development, seeing your body physically change, after a few weeks and after months, if you're taking progress photos, it's a huge confidence builder. And it also helps you start to believe in yourself again in this next chapter. I was absolutely devastated going through my divorce, but going to the gym and starting to see results helped me to start believe that, yeah, you know what, I can actually accomplish something. And yeah, at this point, this was just, building my body and getting some results after a few months, but it started to give me some momentum that I could start leveraging. Not only that, as I got further and further into my physical journey, I really started to pay not just more attention to, what I was eating. Counting calories is definitely one of those things that you should try out. It's not the end all be all, but it'll give you a good baseline to work with and help you have a better understanding of what you're consuming and where you need to control a few things. But it's also like helping you to take, like, when you start focusing on your diet, you start to really see, okay, like, is this going to help me or not? And I remember there was a few times where I wanted to have a drink, I wanted to buy some chocolates and candy. I'm like, you know what, this is not gonna help me get any gains. If anything, it's just gonna deter me from the progress that I'm making and where I want to get to. And so you start to really care about your body and you start loving yourself, where it makes it that much easier to start having more discipline around treats, but more importantly, helping you work towards really reducing, or in some cases absolutely quitting, some of the vices that you used to rely on to numb yourself, or to deal with stressful times, and that's alcohol, weed, and cigarettes. If it wasn't for my fitness journey, I wouldn't have had the strength and the motivation to finally stop smoking cigarettes, cut out the weed, and absolutely stop alcohol. I'm currently on a 10-month roll of not drinking alcohol, and I'm on this goal with my brother. But like, I wasn't drinking much before that, anyways. But just being on a physical journey, especially if you're trying to reduce how much you drink, it can significantly help in terms of your motivation and having discipline around it, because you start to see yourself losing that gut, that that belly fat that is just stubborn, that's hard to get rid of, reducing alcohol absolutely has a direct impact on that. So it's a huge motivator. Um, and when you start loving yourself more, when you're starting to have more discipline about what you're consuming, what you put into your body, and what you're doing to recover and rest and give it what it needs, so that way it can continue building lean muscle, you start to build a very strong relationship with yourself. And not only that, you have now a foundation and some discipline that you can now start to expand into different areas of your life, whether you want to get more disciplined financially, or whether you want to become a better parent for your kids. You can start to build discipline around, well, what are some of the practices that I want to implement, so that way I can be a better father for them. But I truly believe, like, focusing on Bodygame is going to help give you the foundation that you need, as well as the discipline and momentum you need to start feeling better about yourself, but also to build a stronger relationship with yourself. And not going to lie, like, how many years in now? I'm 5 years in. Bodygame is real, especially if you're trying to attract women of the opposite sex. I used to try dating apps, but just just being physically attractive, it builds it gives you a lot of confidence, and it helps you feel more comfortable in approaching someone naturally and organically as you see them. So there's a lot of benefits to this, but ultimately at the end of the day, the main takeaway is that this will help you build a relationship with yourself. And again, the results that you get, this is something that nobody can ever take away from you. Your ex can't take this away from you. If anything, she'll see how good you look, and she'll probably be regretting leaving you, because she's seeing how awesome, like, the potential that she lost out on. So I hope this is helpful for you. I hope this finds you at the right time. If you have any other tips around Bodygame, and if you want to share how it's also helped you build a stronger relationship after divorce, you can leave it in the comments below. But thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in my next one. Peace out.